lovely day in the Welsh valleys. Shut up, I'm trying to do this.
Just record, just go, yeah, we're going to go pick some snails up. I can't do this.
I can't do either, it's really hard. Hang on, I need to do this.
You can't do it.
I can't with you, no, I can't.
You can't do it without me.
So right now we're travelling down to pick up 2 snails that I'm rehoming. I'm not sure of what species they are. I'm assuming that they're Fullica, but yeah, I don't know if they're coming with a setup or if they're just coming as they are. That doesn't matter because I've got plenty of things in the house anyway that they can go into. So yeah, we're going to be travelling around about an hour to pick these up, and I'll let you know how it goes. Just got absolutely soaked getting these snails, but yeah, they're pretty big. Let's have a look back. Look at that. And there's the other one. The shells look pretty good actually. All this is probably where they've been. Found has been rasping around. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. That really means a lot to me right now, to build up some subscribers and a bit of a community and get the word out about these wonderful creatures. So today I went and drove to pick up some African land snails that needed rehoming. Now I didn't know anything about what I was picking up, so all I knew was that they were giant snails. The people understandably didn't know the species because a lot of people don't. In my head I was thinking they're probably a Fullica species because that tends to be the most common type around here. But mine that I already have are ovums, and they have slightly different requirements to Fullica species, so I didn't know whether or not they were coming with an enclosure, but yeah, I just thought I'd go see anyway. I've already got some really useful boxes and everything to hand, like heat mats and all that sort of stuff, so it wasn't going to be an issue anyway. And when I got there, they were in an enclosure. It is quite small, you'll see that, but yeah, I was really surprised. I thought they might not be in very good condition, like shell wise and everything, but no, they're really large snails. The shells are a little bit eroded probably from the other snail in there rasping on each other's shells. They had cuttlefish in there, they've had massive supply of food in there, so yeah, it all looked pretty standard to be honest, but I just knew that if I took them they'd get that little bit extra. So yeah, they'd have their protein days where they have some nice protein mix and everything, some mealworms, dried mealworms. They'd just get extra special treatment. So yeah, I was really excited to go and get them, and yeah, now I have them. So yeah, we just got home and it was absolutely a terrible day weather-wise. It always is around here anyway. If anyone knows anything about Wales, it just rains all the time, but it was a proper sketchy area that we were trying to get to. It was right out in the middle of nowhere and you just couldn't see in front of you. But yeah, we made it home and I'm really impressed with these snails, and I can't wait tonight now to give them their first little bit of protein, because they're really active as well. I've never seen snails like this, but then again, on the Facebook groups I seem to see a lot of people saying that the Fullica species tend to be a lot more active, and I was thinking that today because my ovums don't seem to come out until the evening, but these have been out all day. That's really fun to see, so the kids are gonna love that as well, being able to handle them throughout the day and stuff. So this one, I've got her on my hand right now and she is pretty damn big. So if I just hold her here, yeah, you can see how big she is, see? She's really inquisitive. I'm calling her a she just because she's albino, and to me the albino ones look like girls, even though they're a bit of both. It doesn't matter. So the other one, look, she looks like a rabbit. Oh, is that nice? She's really strong as well. Isn't that? So yeah, the other one isn't quite as big as this one, but she's, again, still looks in good condition. The shell's a little bit more worse for wear, but like I said, the lady that I got her from was absolutely lovely. She did say to me that she didn't really know a lot about how to keep the snails or anything. She did know the basics though, but that's how most people start off anyway, you know. I was the same. I didn't realise I needed to have protein or anything like this, but at least they had a heat mat. They had a secure lid with enough ventilation. They had plenty of food. They didn't have quite enough substrate in there that I like, but yes, you didn't. But it's fine, they had enough in there and everything, and she was a really kind woman. You could tell she really did look after them well. I think she took them on herself as well from someone else who didn't want them. So now this time you're staying. So this one apparently is about 2 to 3 years old, same as the other as well, but she's just not as big. But yeah, so inquisitive. She's so cute. So yeah, I'm thinking it's a Fulica species anyway. I've never actually kept them. I probably did keep them years ago, but all I ever knew them as, same as this lady, was just giant snails, because when I asked about the species, I didn't expect her to know, but that's all I ever knew them as. So yeah, the ones I've got are ovums. They're like the second biggest land snail in the world, whereas these, oh, you're going away. These ones are a lot smaller. Well, I say a lot smaller. Look at the size of this. And you can tell by like the apex of the shell how pointed this is compared to my ovums. They're quite rounded. It's being camera shy. So I'm basically relying on you guys to help me. She's come back out. So basically I'm relying on you guys to help me with naming these, and I thought that'd be quite nice as well to, you know, get some ideas. And I tend to stick with the Lord of the Rings theme just because I'm absolutely obsessed with Lord of the Rings. But are these ones? I'm not sure, because I think they're girls, but I always look at these albino ones as being girls. And the only two I can think of is Arwen and Eowyn, but I don't know, even though they're like awesome women, I'm not sure. Maybe not, we'll see. So yeah, leave some suggestions down in the comments, and the best ones I will definitely use. It'd be better if we could keep them as a pair, so some famous pairs. You know the sort of stuff I'm into anyway. I'm into all the weird stuff. I'm into horror films. I'm into everything that's a bit odd. I'm not into the, oh please no Garys. I'm not having a Gary, and I'm not having a turbo. I'm not naming it Gary. I love any snail, even if it's called Gary, but I am not having a Gary. She is damn cute. So what I'm going to do with these is I will pop them into the really useful box enclosure that I've just finished making. I'm going to give them some protein tonight. I can't wait to see if they actually like it, because they've probably never, well, I can pretty much guarantee they've never had any protein mix. Oh, what's going on? She is a very big snail. I just can't stop looking at her, and she's beautiful. She's huge. I can barely fit her in the shot with me. I can't stop looking at her. Yeah, so if you take a good look at the shell, see all this. There's a little bit of a dink by here, but that happens. I don't think, I mean, here there might be a little bit of sign of lack of like calcium or cuttlefish put in their enclosure, but I mean, she had a big bag full of cuttlefish, so it's probably not that. But yeah, you can kind of see where people have them from, because you'll get a line. So if you have a look here, see how that's lovely and smooth, and then you've got the other whorl that comes around, and then here it changes, so you can kind of tell where things went wrong. I know that sounds terrible, but that's not like insinuating anyone's done anything horrible to the snails. But yeah, you can kind of see where things went wrong. And this is a lot more rough. But like, they're probably just gnawing on each other as well, which is probably not helping. But if you look at my other snail shells, they're absolutely gorgeous. I mean, over time they probably will end up a little bit funny like this one. So it'd be nice, even though she probably is fully grown, if she does start making some new shell, it'd be nice to see like a nice change where it becomes all new and perfect again. So yeah, that is one of the newest snails. So this was the other one that came with her, and as you can see, this one's a lot more damaged. So see this, all these little dinks. But still, you know, she's pretty healthy. She's gonna come out now, I think. Here she comes. You wanna have a little look? Ooh, you got me dirty. There still a pretty decent sized snail, you know. I mean, compared to this one. So this is the lid of the enclosure that I was on about that they came with. So you can kind of see how small it was for the size of the snail. So that's the whole thing. Yeah, there is quite a size difference there. They're in a lot bigger enclosure now, and I'm hoping to put some hides in there. I'll probably get some ferns as well. Yeah, and just make it nice for them, you know. So I don't really want to be handling them for too long because obviously the salts and everything in your skin, salt snails doesn't tend to go down well. Not just that, other bits as well. Yeah, so I don't want to handle them much more. But look at the difference. Oh, what's that noise? Are they snail farts? See, they're pretty cool. And they are huge.